Our top 4 wanted to thank the finalists who've remained so supportive after hanging up their top hats.
The mathematics of this final have been extremely tough.
For us 4 to make it, 6 had to hang up their top hats.
6 South Africans we know you haven't heard the last of.
And looking back at their highlights, we're sure you'll agree.
So as we told you from day one, television and top billing specifically is about creating those magic moments on TV. And I think, to be honest, all of you have given us those magic moments.
To the other 9 contestants, I'm known as a soft, delicate and fragile flower. However, we're in Blowkrans, and if you know Blowkrans, you know there's no time for soft, delicate flowers, because that, my friend, is the highest bungee bridge in the world. I'm going bungee jumping.
Karusha, for you, I think, you know, for me watching you, the bungee jumping was huge. It was a very big moment for you. Tell us about that.
From the beginning of the competition, patients had said to me, we want more, we want more. And coming from an Indianized background, sometimes a lot of the women are much more conservative. And what it allowed me to do, it was phenomenal actually, because it allowed me to come out my shell completely. I don't think the jump was just a jump. It was more of a spirituality journey for me. So I think it was amazing. I feel like a whole new person. And Lars mentioned it to me. I remember that morning at breakfast, he was like, oh, you're gonna love it. It's gonna make you feel like a whole new person. And I said, oh, I have a fear of heights. I don't think that's gonna make me feel like a whole new person. But it did.
I feel like a whole new person.
After a strenuous day, this is certainly the perfect way to unwind. And I can now pride myself in being on a first-name basis with Tony, Gary, and John.
Zama, I see you back to your long hair again.
Here I am. I love the transformation, but the Sharks bosses, not so much. They agreed that it was edgy, but not sexy enough. They prefer the long, full, sexy hair, especially because from the audience point of view, we're very small when we're on the field. So we need to, you know, enhance ourselves as much as we can, so they prefer the longer hair.
I'm standing inside a power station with machinery that has been here since 1939. Well, it used to be a power station until this industrial building was transformed into a mixed-use space. It's now a gorgeous boutique hotel and spa. It also feels like some kind of wonderland because everywhere you look there's something unexpected and magical and theatrical. Tasty.
Lauren, what was your magical moment, do you think?
I think it was a combination of the Naisna experience and then just the fact that I've made such good friends in this competition. It really does show you who people truly are, and you bond with people in such an intense way, and that's been such a revelation. That was not what I expected at all. So that's been really wonderful. Sitting at breakfast one day, looking around and realizing that I've made friends that I'm probably going to have for the rest of my life. That was a huge moment. Guys, hi.
Lost my shoe during the actual run.
And of course, beautiful Kanya, what's been happening in your life?
Top billing confirms that I want to be in front of the camera. I want to reach out to people on this platform. Now, the next step is, because I've done acting and modeling and presenting, so now do I want to juggle all 3? Where does my passion lie? What do I want to do? So that's where I am right now.
Oh! It's slurpy, it's wet, it's wild.
And Greg, you got yourself a job out of this. Basically, you're going to be training as a director.
For me, it's like my dream hasn't ended yet, so I'm still in fact dreaming, and in many senses I feel like I've won, you know, the top prize, and I'm really excited. It's a new chapter, a new season, and yes, I have hung up my top hat, but now I'm going to get to put on my director's hat hopefully pretty soon, so I'm looking forward to that.
Love me like you do, hold me tight and don't let go. What am I to do when you love me like you do? Love me like you do.
Lauren, you had a moment when you called your parents to tell them that you're going to interview Justin Bieber. What happened in that telephone call?
Actually, I phoned my mom.
And I said to her, I'm like, no, I'm going to Australia. And she was like, no, you're not. I was like, no, I am. I'm going to go interview Justin Bieber in Australia. And she's like, no, you're lying. And I was like, no, Mom, really? I'm going to Australia to interview Justin Bieber. And she's like, no. No. So it took her much longer to realize that it was actually happening. But yeah, it was quite sweet when she eventually got what I was saying. I don't think my mom's ever been that happy for me in my life. So yeah, it was a magical moment for TV and for myself.